first vlogging experience, first time picking up the camera. Just ready to get cracking with this YouTube channel. This may be my intro into the YouTube channel. And the basis of this is going to be just me doing my thing at the rate that, I feel that is appropriate, and just kind of show folks kind of the journey, and just share information, and hopefully inspire people to be creative and live their life the way they want, and be prosperous. So I wanted to really kick it down. I have an Instagram channel or page or whatnot, and I use that primarily for a car that I picked up in California. If you checked out the Instagram page, that car is a BMW. It's a 2001 E38 740IL. It's nothing special in my eyes, but it's special to me. In regards to the time that I picked it up, the thought process that went into it, and among a few other things that I'll kind of break down through the process of unfolding this YouTube channel. But I want to just kind of kick it off with just an introduction to what the channel is going to be about, what it'll compose of, and kind of the direction that it's kind of gonna start at. So I'm new to this thing. I'm not one to grab a camera and do the vlogging thing, but let me introduce the car. I haven't really done a real live video of the vehicle. Again, before I even show the car, let me just say this. Again, it's a 2001. I bought the car in California when I was living there. I was in California 2018 through 2022. So pre and post COVID. So I got there. I had an LS 460 I bought out there. I had a bike, had an Hayabusa. So I had a couple toys out there that, I kind of did what I wanted with them. Long story short, COVID hit. I sold the bike. The 460 just became my daily, so there was really no glory in it anymore. I end up seeing this car, this E38 on a SoundCloud, like a cover art or some sort. And the E38 has always been a very good looking car. Like, even if you're not a car person, you would agree, if you got a decent eye on you, you would agree that it's a very nice looking car. So I kind of went into the whole thing of, do I get into this car? Do I what do I do exactly before buying something in another state that I know I'm not living in and all this stuff? But something about me having an E38, it just stuck with me. I would go to work, and I would just look at stuff about the car, and it was just interesting. It was just, the following was interesting, the look of the car was interesting, what people did, it really provoked me to really say, hey, I think I could do something cool with this. And what I saw was there was a few people out there that was really trying to make their car unique and special. And not to shade on anybody's car, but a lot of the cars, they follow the classic, the classic wheel spec, typical color spec, all these things that they would check off to say, hey, this is an approved example. So I initially started down that path. I would check Craigslist, Facebook. I mean, I was avid about getting this car. And at that time, I was just, I was not really into BMWs. Like, I had Toyotas, Lexus, and Hondas. That's kind of all that I kind of was familiar with. So, as much as I wanted a BMW, I knew zero about a BMW, all of which to stay away from it, right? So long story short, found this car on OfferUp. Found on OfferUp, man. After a lot of failed opportunities at getting other cars, this one showed, and it didn't look great. It didn't look great, man. Like it looked like it was sitting in the field for 2 or 3 years. It had bullet holes in it. The interior, if you know an E38, the interior of an E38's interior is just, if it's not like, well kept, it's trash. And it was trash. I mean, the interior's falling all apart. Everything worked. That was the blessing behind it. Everything worked in the car, but it was all trashy. I mean, it looked worn, beat, had bullet holes in the passenger side fender and driver door, the grills, the trims, everything. Like I said, it's been in California, so the sun really put a lot of beating on a lot of the exterior parts. It had Empires on it, which was really cool, so it looked good. The paint wasn't great. Like I said, when I got to the car, it was sitting at this mechanic shop. The story on the car, which was cool because the car had a story. The story was that the car was a 2-owner vehicle from the local area of California. Real estate agent originally owned the car. I think he ended up giving it to a friend of his. His friend drove it for a while, older gentleman in the area. The gentleman gave it to his son. Then his son kind of just ran the car into the ground. I think they kept up with it because when I got it, the car ran well. The son ended up doing something, ended up getting shot at, and resulting in some bullet holes in the car. Title reads clean. I guess it wasn't reported, but it has a story. I went and looked at the car. I mean, the car was just, man, it looked like it was sitting in the junkyard, man. I think before I got to the car, I was hoping that the pictures that I saw it wasn't as bad. Sometimes people, they just blast a picture out, and then they may come back and clean it up before someone comes and buy it, and you're like, okay, it looks a lot better. No, this car was every bit of bad. I mean, it was all there, but it was just, man, it was rough. Got the car, immediately got the car, cleaned it up, did everything I could to it. I swapped the interior out from tan to black, so it's still original interior. I just dyed a good majority of all of that I could black. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back through it and find some OEM black and go back through the whole car and just kind of recondition everything to how it should be. In short, what I'm trying to say here, the car as it sits is the final silhouette that in my mind of what I saw when I originally saw this cover art of a E38. So what I've got it to is strategically been to get a print of what I want to do. Now I feel like I can actually start the car, which is, most people are like, you're crazy, the car is completed. No, it isn't. No, it's not. I would like to pull the motor, supercharge the motor, redo the transmission, go through the entire interior, get everything straight, get the paint sorted, just go through the wheels again. I mean, get everything done. I'm still missing trims here and there, so there's dings and stuff. Like I said, I just bought the car up to my standard where it could sit in my garage and it could be my car, but it still needs a lot of work. So I've been running my mouth. Let me go ahead and show you the car. Here we go. All right. This is the E38. The mileage on it, if that dash is correct, I think it has like 95,000 miles on it. Original color. The bullet holes were here, as you may not be able to see, but certain parts of the light you can see where they didn't do a good job repainting it. You can actually see like the just bad prep work and stuff here. Some dings and stuff through the car. In California, when I was going through the process of kind of bringing it back, once I had lowered it, I ended up having a guy come out and end up doing a stage, I think he said a stage 1 or a stage 2 paint correction. It took him like 2 days, man. Him and his wife, I guess it was a family business, they came out to my garage, mobile, man, and it took 2 days, and ceramic coated the car as well. So, you know, I forgot the guy's name. I would love to shout him out. He was super cool and very efficient. The car is dirty. If you can see, the car is dirty. You know, that's just a testament of, you know, ceramic coating the car, getting it paint corrected and everything. So the inside of the car may be a little dark, but let's see. So the inside of the car is all original. I just took it all out and dyed it. I didn't do the best job. I kind of was doing it off of passion and adrenaline. Didn't know anything about a BMW, but I had passion, and behind passion, if you're willing to put the work in, you can learn how to do and tackle anything if you got some patience. It's not perfect by any means. Like, you know, I need to get this reupholstered. I didn't put it back, but, you know, little things like that needs correction. I would like to redial the interior again, just to have it all uniform. Like I said, I did it in my garage in California, which was not a prepped area. It was just me just pulling a table out, cleaning them as best I could, and throwing some dye on them, man, until I felt like they were dark enough. Even the dash, I pulled that out and dyed it. It was brown. You know, the dash was brown. It was like that tan interior, the brown and tan, like all this was like brown. You know, I took these out and I was like, forget it, let me try wrapping. So I had a heat gun and stuff from Harbor Freight, and I wrapped these. This is 2-3 years ago, and it's held pretty well, like you can see. You know, but I did all this off passion, because I had the vision of what I wanted to look like, and I had the time to devote. So the car is bagged currently. I went with an AirTech system. I think this is a Stage 2 Plus. Air suspension. It's just like AccuAir system. It's all the same. You know, I can control it on my phone, on my Apple Watch, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. I haven't had any issues with the system. I think I've had this system on the car for 2 years. I think I've had it on the car for like 2 years now, and I haven't had any issue with it. A good friend of mine, Jace Fab out in Powhatan, he tackled it. He put it on. He got everything dialed in for me, and you know, things went perfect. I initially, when I first got the car, as far as the wheels, I've had a few set of wheels on this car. First set of wheels I had were some original BBSs. I don't know, RS 081 or something like that. They're the mesh style. And I got them off some kid in California, man. He started a build and he didn't finish in it. So the faces were like some red, some real bright red. He had like some step lips on them and everything. Everything was fresh and brand new. They weren't fully built and put together. If you go to my Instagram page, you'll see a few pictures of the car with the BBSs on them. I think they're like 18 by 10, and the rear's like 18 by 11 and a half. They're like goofy as hell because they're just so small in diameter. It looked cool, but you see it in person, it was just goofy, man. So I ended up switching them out and going to a roadie wheel. It was a roadie form wheel. Another California deal, man. Just shopping on Facebook and found these wheels for like a little or nothing. There's some black roadie wheels. Just trying them out. I wanted to get the 20. And yeah, I put those on. I hated them. I didn't like the black wheel. I feel like it just didn't do the car justice. It didn't make the car look good. It just didn't suit the bill for what I was trying to do with it. So, I upgraded to a 3-piece wheel. Another find. I think I found these. These are some Maya wheels. I found these off, I think OfferUp too, man. They're originally all welded together. These are all the original. All I did was just change the rear lips to make them. I made the original rears front, and the fronts, I made them the new rears. So these are the new lips and everything on them, but the faces were pretty bad, so I never did anything with the faces. They were 19 by 10 and 19 by 11 in the rear. I didn't do anything with the faces. They're pitting pretty bad, but these were the next step up wheel after the roadie wheel. Put these on, and then I really started to see where I was going once I started getting the right feet on the car. My wife has I think Christmas stuff in here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I have Christmas stuff. I'm gonna show you the tank. Yeah, Christmas stuff in there, but might be able to see the tank back there. I don't know if you can. Let's see. Nah, it's hard to see that tank back there. But yeah. This is the car, man. Yeah. All right, cool. So you saw the car. You got an idea what the heck I'm about to bring. Right now, if you could, please like, share, subscribe. If you are on the Instagram page, please feel free to share it. I'm just trying to get this thing going. I'm trying to just get some traction with the ideas that I have, and try to cultivate some community behind the car scene on my end, on just what I can possibly bring, and bring some people together and just make some memories, man. But again, it all starts somewhere, and this is the beginning. So, like I said, man, like, share, subscribe. If you're on Instagram, check out my Instagram page, the_real_godson. That's all the pictures of the car. Good way, just tap in, either send me a message or shoot me a DM. Till the next time, peace.